So I have a series of odd object illustrative drawings, just sketches from life. It's a little bit of, you know, the feeling that everything has a little life to it, and kind of watching Brave Little Toaster like too much as a child and being like super into the Lampy. He was real fine. Everything can have a personality, and I've always been, you know, kind of interested in that. Because not only do I like personify the different things in my head in these masses, oh, Lumi! Okay, Lumi! You guys gonna watch me? No! You're not helpful! You guys hungry? Oh, you're hungry. Oh, Roomba. Roomba, there's no room, you giant beast! Go, you guys, go. No, fine! It's just everything. Hold on. Something about drawing. I was saying something about drawing. Drawing practice, liking drawings, everybody draws, okay. Oh, odd objects, Brave Little Toaster, Lampy's hot, everybody hated the blankie. God, everybody hated the blankie. So, drawing from life, it's like personality of these everyday objects. These, I feel like have a kind of an energy that I wanted to translate into painting. Wanted to see if I could, because I think that I've had issue with how much of the energy comes from my line work, and then when I'm painting, I get, you know, very wrapped up into up close rendering when I think I prefer the motion of being more expressive, and I prefer almost the end result of a lot of other people's work that is more expressive, but yet I care about these like showing the detail of these objects, and so I'm really kind of torn as to what I want to find that balance. I still have the tendency to be tentative with the texture when I'm trying to actually represent something that I'm seeing, and what if I can get to like, how do I want to represent the world that's a little bit distorted, a little bit on the edge of kind of seeing it through my mind's lens. I'm trying to capture the personality and the story and make you intrigued by these objects and things. And saying all that, the drawing that I'm about to go show you is not necessarily representative of me achieving any of that. As any reasonable person would when faced with an epic quest, I started with a fanny pack. I had a banana that I felt like wished it was blue in its heart, and I stepped on a pair of my sunglasses earlier that day. This was the perfect moment for them to all come together. Ooh, it's a hot boy. I started here with an acrylic underpainting. I just tend to use it as an underpainting when I'm impatient. It's not a good idea for me because even though acrylic is great, there's many people that have wonderful things they make out of acrylic, but apparently I need to feel a more visceral response to my paint. I need to want to kind of eat it a little bit, kind of just rub it all over myself, like all over my mouth and face. I don't feel that way with acrylic, and it dries too quickly for me to really engage with my color. So for underpainting, it's okay for me because I'm just like, I'm gonna blot on this, put some value, and I used a color that I thought was going to relate well to the cushion, to the kind of like the background, and create some vibrancy with the other colors I was choosing over top. You never want to put two layers of the exact same color over top, and as you want to build up paint. I drew on top, kind of trying to accentuate some of the interesting parts of the fanny pack, obviously the magic zipper. So then I started in on a second layer in oil. What I realized here is that I was kind of just zoning out, and I wasn't really thinking about loosening up and trying to push myself to have a little bit more paint texture and a little bit more than I would naturally normally be inclined to do. So I started to fall away from some of my goals in terms of becoming a little more painterly. I definitely just kind of went into autopilot. I didn't push it as much as I would like. What I realized is because I was actually trying to render the shine I saw, maybe even a little exaggerated, and the different things I saw, to some extent in reality, I wouldn't loosen up as much as I wanted. And I think because it was so little, I couldn't get as much paint as I wanted down whilst keeping some of that illusion. So I think I need to practice bigger. I think that that's what I've learned from this, is definitely that I need to practice bigger. The problem is that I do like all these little kind of tiny details that I see, that like reflected light, and I find that interesting, but it wasn't letting me break free from a smoother painting. What I know is that I'm gonna have to make some paintings that I fail, like some pretty ugly ones when I'm trying to push and pull, because that balance I don't really know yet. I'm gonna have to make some ugly things. I'm aware of it. And so that's kind of what I realized. I didn't push myself too hard in this one. I did, however, capture a little bit of that odd object energy from the drawings, some of the actual shapes of the objects, and some of the lines, some of the marks that I left in the shines and in some of the cushions did tend to kind of have that, and just that the perspective warping was similar to those. So I started in that direction. I enjoyed fine as a painting. I think that there was some things that I could have gone back into to possibly make the shirt underneath a little more interesting, make the lettering a little more interesting. And I kind of wanted to bring out more of the texture of the banana. I definitely embellished the shine. God, I wish I had a fanny pack that's just that shiny and overflowing with glittery glow micro orbs that float. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't call this painting a complete failure. I mean, I would never call anything a complete failure that had a fanny pack in it. It was glowing, shooting out just micro orbs of sparkle. Like, that's obviously not a failure. But it is not pushing myself exactly where I wanted to go with it. But I think I've captured some moments and some aspects that have some of those energy of the drawings. It's all just about giving yourself quests and seeing what you can accomplish on the way. And some things you won't, some objectives will fail, some things you'll just get amazing achievements for. Yes, I think I'm missing my WoW raid right now, so that's why this is happening to me. But yeah, this is all about just making stuff that you're excited about, or just seeing how you can develop whatever skills you're interested in. And then, you know, there's no rules, there's just guidelines to achieving certain skill sets, and then you can have that mastery and break it whenever you want it, or mish it up with something else, or do whatever you can. I'm really excited to take all these different series of art and make like a mega medley. I want to be able to have my people in the place without taking you out of the place, but still absorbing that they're in there, and then you're still absorbed in this vortex, but then these little individual odd objects have a lot of personality. It'll enhance all these like masses that are supposed to kind of represent all of the different facets of self and all the different memories and things that make us up in our inner worlds, but having them be very oddly, very specific. I have them certain ones that are very specific to me, very specific memories, but I want to start to render them out. But yeah, just be excited about painting.